All right, we got track guide for Legend at Legacy Charlotte. The 4 on our when you're loading up setup, Charlotte 2018 Oval, which is for the newer Charlotte, is the only one available. It seems to work perfectly fine. There could be a chance that they release a updated setup before the official series runs here, but assuming they won't, then we'll just use this the default one. So I'm going to run 10 laps here, look at my tires, and then I'll break down a slower lap. I'm actually trying to use anti-stall clutch now, so I'm actually having to clutch it to shift. I don't know if I'll stick with that, because it's just extra stuff to do that I don't know if I'm up for, but anyways. So the turns here, kind of doing the same thing at both turns. So where the dotted lines are ending on the track is kind of where I'm lifting and starting to brake a little bit. You're not braking a ton. So right here, maybe 20-30%, get it to the bottom, let it really roll the center, keep it on the bottom, then accelerate out. Same thing going into turn 3 here. Into the white dotted line, 20-30% brake, just a little bit, let it rotate, keep it on the bottom before I'm matting it and accelerating out. You might be able to go a little bit further in, but I don't know if I recommend it. You'll have to experiment with it a little bit, just trying to get you laps around the track safely and whatnot. I haven't noticed anything with the setup that would be like concerning to me. It doesn't seem to want to snap loose abnormally or overly tight. This car, I guess people would describe it as tighter more than it is loose. That's just because most people aren't being patient enough with the throttle, letting it roll the center. You really gotta let it roll, or else it's not gonna want to turn
now,
for you.
0.1, slower than your best. That puts you 0.1 off your best.
I'll just go ahead and do 10 full laps. Just kind of basing how the car feels, I would assume the tire wear is going to be fairly even. Getting a little tight here, didn't get it to the bottom. Yeah, I think the tire wear will be pretty even across the right side at least.
You're now 0.3 off your best.
Three and 4 tends to be tighter than 1 and 2. So you might have to brake a little bit more, kind of trail the brake. Don't do that.
You're currently 0.3, slower than your best.
It shouldn't be really much damage at all, but these cars do use a new damage model, so sometimes it doesn't take much, but that comes from me probably not letting it roll enough
puts you 0.5 off your best.
A few more laps here.
Currently 0.4 slower than your best.
Fall off isn't too much. 4/10 roughly. And my fastest lap and my slowest lap thus far. One more lap.
You're now 0.4 off your best.
A slower breakdown lap's not gonna have much that you didn't already get with the full.
That puts you 0.6 off your best.
Alright. I'm probably gonna just stick with auto blip just because just the shifting's too much going on. Yep. So as I suspected, it actually wears all four tires evenly. And it looks like they even have the camber for the most part, right? Because it's even across all planes here. Anyways, let's go. We'll just watch the fastest lap. In car. Up against the wall. This dashes on the tracker ending is where I was talking about. Lift. You can see peak braking was about here, so call that 40%, but I'm quickly trailing off. Dead to the bottom, pick up the throttle some. I'm back at full throttle here. You gotta kind of do 50% throttle to get it to rotate some. But that is all. You know, if you got questions.